Look, like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, man. Appreciate y'all for the 1,000. By the way, I'm gonna keep saying thank you for that because but
we'll talk after.
This not even long. Watch this.
Get us a 1.5. 1.5. Bro, you need to play on that.
I'm gonna play this when I get home.
I love playing with him. And him.
Wait. Look.
No. They can't do. You can't do that. No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Oh my
Look at the graphic. Look at his face.
Oh my gosh, bro. No.
Look at his face.
One more time. We're gonna go back to about right here. Press play. Look
at it.
Watch this whole sequence. Look at it.
Oh,
look at the background.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Look at that.
Could you imagine? You know what I think? You know what I think?
This reminds me of. This makes me think about where they failed with Jump Force.
I was just about to say that. I just about to say. I think we might get what we wanted to get from Jump Force, but just Dragon Ball.
Oh my gosh!
Look at it.
Yeah.
What if they keep? Let it play. And then
I lost my sanity looking at that. I can't believe it. Oh. Shout out to Bandai Namco, man.
What if they keep the similar elements of Tenkaichi 3, but they added in different movements, camera stuff from.
They would have to add something
from Kakarot.
So my thought process goes to.
Oh my gee. Oh my days.
I'm thinking about what they could possibly do that's new, right? Because I feel like Tenkaichi, while it was a great game, it was a very simple game style.
Mm-hmm.
It had layers, but for the most part, it was pretty simple.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm trying to figure out what they could add to it. Because in my opinion, the way that Tenkaichi 3 was, you don't need anything else. Like, they tried to do, no, I lied. Because there are elements of Raging Blast and Raging Blast 2 that I think would go well with this. And that Goku model looks like the model that they use for Raging Blast Goku.
Okay.
And you didn't really play Raging Blast like that. But in Tenkaichi you could have teams. In Raging Blast you had teams as well. But there were certain moves, like certain specials, like cinematically that you could do.
So they're going to add that in there.
Yeah. But I hope it retains the Tenkaichi feel.
Okay, what about movement? You think he's still going to move the same as Tenkaichi 3?
I doubt it.
Or you think the movement is going to be more of
I think they're going to try to incorporate Kakarot.
If they do, that's crazy.
But I don't see how you would incorporate Kakarot movement.
You think it's too much?
In Tenkaichi. Maybe they got to figure it out. But you know what I'm saying? That would be insane. That would be insane.
Because the movement in Kakarot is insane.
But then it's like, how do you play that against people? You know what I mean?
Figure it out.
Yeah. It's like, what the heck?
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, in Raging Blast, you could, if you pick Goku, Krillin, and Goku, Krillin, and Gohan, and you do Spirit Bomb, you can have Goku do Spirit Bomb, like pass out, give the Spirit Bomb to Krillin, Krillin throw it, the person is jump, and then Gohan push it back. They can do all of that. Ain't that crazy? That's dope.
Like, this game,
it has so many possibilities.
When does this come out?
They didn't give us a release date.
It can't be. If it's 2023, then this is.
my biggest fear for this game is that they're going to is that they decide to lock all of the extra characters and all of the modes behind DLC. That's what I'm scared of.
They give you base and then
because what part of the wonder of the original Tenkaichi 3 was
everybody.
I spent time
so many characters.
But I spent time beating the game to acquire everything that I could get from the game. Does
It
that
was
make
a lot,
sense?
like it was like too many characters from Dragon Ball,
Exactly.
like in the movies.
And that's what we want. They had them Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, GT, all the movies, everything, all in one game. And so if they do
Can you
the
imagine
same
it looking
thing
like that though?
the whole way through, yeah, absolutely. And I hope that they do it in a way that allows me to play with. You know what? What if the story mode is RPG like? So then it could be like Kakarot, in a sense. Like you start off with, I would love it if they started off with just Dragon Ball, bare bones, and then you have to fight through the game to get everything else. That would be crazy. That would be insane. You hear me?
And also, I always wondered when I saw Kakarot, I'm like, if they need to make this multiplayer, because that I think people would. I don't think people would jump off of most other games to play this, but if they do it the way it needs to be done, people are hopping off. I won't say they're hopping off fighters, but they're hopping off like all the other. It's gonna just be Dragon Ball. They might even make this. Do you think it's gonna be tournament based? You think the combat's gonna be tournament based? That competitive?
Yeah,
or is just...
absolutely. I would argue that Tenkaichi 3 had a competitive scene. It just wasn't. We weren't, you know what I'm saying, old enough to really be doing that. Like that.
Yeah. It's a long time. Okay, so
that was when our parents was like, video games don't pay the bills. So you need to, you know what I'm saying? That's back then. Because I was nasty at Tenkaichi 3. It's too well, somebody already hit me up for a rematch. But one of y'all, and you know who you are. You know exactly who you are. You beat me one time in Tenkaichi 3 and never gave me a rematch. And you wasn't better than me then. You're not better than me now. So when this game come out, I'm on you. I'm on your head. I'm on your head, boy.
Do you remember the time?
And I'm gonna play 50.
Do you remember the time
head,
when you were younger and you were kind of like ostracized from like an anime?
Yes, absolutely.
And like games and stuff.
Yeah, that was a lot of my childhood. That was most of it. So I just kept quiet.
I remember that, and I used to feel like I wasn't myself because I would try to hang out with the cool kids, but then I look across the lunchroom and it's the kids who are in the anime talking about having manga and talking about what happened at Bleach on Saturday. I'm like, oh, I want to talk, but then I have to keep this. I have to stay with these people, and then I felt like, dang, I could have had a more in-depth personal experience in high school and middle school if I just freak that. I'm gonna just go.
What's funny is I had a core friend group in middle school. It was 4 people. You know, we talked about anime and Naruto and all that, but I still wasn't confident enough to bring that out of that group. Does that make sense? So it was tough. But in high school, that was when I met my homies, and it was like at that point, I don't care. Like, this is what I like, and I don't get freaked.
Yeah, I remember that. Like, I think everybody who liked anime in this.
As a matter of fact, in high school was the first time I met people who played the same games as me, like that I could play against. Like, that was the first time I experienced that. Shout out to Dion. He was the one who told me that he was actually nice at Tenkaichi. I waxed you, boy. In that tournament, boy. I'll never forget that.
Like
I was Goku. I was into Goku. You don't do that. Well, look, when we start uploading these videos, you gonna see what happens, bro. Because he talking crazy, but he know what's up when we really play fighters, bro. He know what's up, bro. Stop it. Last night I did this crazy combo with Gohan. And it was all off the top of the dome.
Okay.
Because you know when you get in the situation and
so
you
can't
have to
recreate.
Nah, to a degree. Because part of it was an accident. Because what happened was, so the loop wasn't on accident. Because I didn't know I was gonna get the hit. I did medium, then I did the and he got hit. So I was like, oh. And I did my Senko, right? Super dash, medium, heavy, legs, right? Catch him with the light, right? Leg. But at that point, I was about to mess up because I started thinking too much. Right. So I was like, I gotta do something. So I called Piccolo assist, you know.
I hate Piccolo.
So I hit him, right? Hit him up. But then I'm thinking, it's too many hits. It's gonna drop.
Right.
So I just up, heavy, right? Then I vanished. And then I dragged like as fast as I could because I was like, I'm scared it's gonna drop.
You did level 3 after?
Yeah. Yeah. See, so you understand. Yeah.
Will.
It felt so good. The dude said that looked labbed, and I was like, I freaked all of that up. I was messing up. I told him for sure. I said I was messing that up.
That looked labbed. But yeah, so I'm excited for Budokai Tenkaichi 4, bro. And I don't. We need. When do you think we'll get another gameplay, like actual official gameplay, in a month, 2 months, June, July?
I think we'll get something in the next 4 months. I don't think we'll get 4 months. I don't think we'll get anything anytime soon.
Like 10-minute gameplay.
I hope I'm wrong, but we'll definitely.
Or you think they're gonna wait till the next gaming awards or
I don't know,
or show or something like that?
You know, we're getting a patch for fighters too.
What patch? What is it?
We're getting a patch for fighters. that didn't sound how I felt. We're getting a patch for fighters. There we go. Yeah.
Well, Budokai Tenkaichi 4 is gonna be. That's what it's gonna. It's gonna do blah blah blah. That's what it's gonna do. That's literally what
I just want to play with GT Goku and
What if they don't have those? What if they give you the game, but it's like we're not in the since everything's so high tech, we're not incorporating GT or movies. We're just strictly.
They better not. But then they'll do a DLC. See.
But it won't be everybody.
That's what I'm scared of. They're gonna do DLC for all.
I don't think they're gonna have a 60-man character roster. 80,
why would they cut back? It was more than that, by the way. It was over 100 characters. But why would they cut back? It doesn't make sense to cut back.
I know, but you know how they are now. They give you something good, but they don't give you everything. They don't give it all the way. They just give you something to buy, but then everything is good. Either DLC or they don't they don't make games the same way they did. Like back then, they gave you everything. They didn't care. You go through the game, you unlock it, you have all these characters, you play everything, you have all these skins, and enjoy the game. This is like,
that's another thing.
You gotta pay.
Because Tenkaichi had a lot of skins too. Like they had the different outfits. So this is all I'm asking, devs. If y'all ever watch this, and I hope that you guys help us to get this to them, so that if y'all ever watch this, all I really want, I want a what if scenario in the story mode for Gohan unlocking Beast in a Tournament of Power. That's what I want. Because the last saga in Tenkaichi, the story mode was what if, and it just had a whole bunch of what if scenarios. I need it. I need it.
Y'all know what to do. Y'all clip this part and just spam, just tag them, spam, so they can see this. Maybe they'll even.
Nah, but please.
Think about it. You know.
When you, I think the devs understand how precious this series is to people, and so I think that they're taking everything into consideration. But I know that they want to make money.
Right.
So guys, please do not kill the game by making us pay for all of the content that you have extra. Maybe do some DLC. If I was them, I would wait until they do some new Dragon Ball movie or something like that and then put out DLC for that. But everything else from the beginning on, make us play it.
You think they're going to add
play through the whole thing?
The Android cell, the new Android cell from the movie?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think we're gonna get that in Kakarot too, because Kakarot has a bunch of DLC that they still waiting on. We're getting the 23rd martial arts tournament soon. Yes, sir.
Let's go ahead and go
Dragon Ball is on a rampage right now.
We better go ahead and end this video because it's just too much new stuff.
And we can just keep talking.
We just keep going. So if y'all have seen this whole way through, I just know y'all the real ones. Y'all actually are the real supporters.
Yeah.
Y'all not just here just to watch the reaction.
Because y'all know,
care about what we have to say.
Y'all know what we actually like too. That's what this is. Y'all know what we really like.
Ooh,
Chala. But hit the like button. Do it now. Go on. Hit the subscribe button. Do it now. Go on.
What's our new sub count? What's our new sub count? 15, 1.5?
Goal?
2? Just 2?
I'm sorry. My brain is it's hard for me to even think about sub goals because I'm just so happy that we got to where we at.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do need to get to 2. So our new overarching goal is 2.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully
people from Tool confident say 5K in
if we get to
3
5,
weeks. So I'm like,
yo, all y'all that watch them reactions, please watch some of this anime stuff, bro. We really like this stuff.
We really like it. You don't understand how much we like anime.
Now, we'll gladly feed y'all, but we wanna feed anime too. I ain't gonna hold you.
I feel like I'm jonesing right now.
Yeah, exactly. This was news. When I seen this, I was like, yeah, nigga. And it's funny because Divine told me not to get rid of my Tenkaichi 3. I'm grateful because now I can go home and play it. Because I almost sold it for some money. I almost did that.
Okay. Well,
It's worth way more now than it was then, though. By the way.
Yeah.
But I think Bandai Namco is they're gonna try to do the remasters. That's what I think they're gonna do. But all right, my bad. We done. Thank y'all so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.